Go ahead, Reed.
Reed Spencer with Sporting News. Dale, the fastest qualifying lap in the new car, just how edgy was it? I mean, it looked like the car was even a little bit twitchy coming to take the green.
Yeah, I really felt pretty free through the center of both corners, but I don't think it was as edgy as what some of the runs that Mark has had. He gets out and tells us some pretty good stories about how his car gets on edge for qualifying at some of these tracks, and it's pretty incredible. But what he's able to do with the car. But my car was real comfortable all day long, and the new tire has a lot of grip in it. At least the left side change, I think, is what they made. It has a lot of grip in it, and I was thinking all day long as we were running it in the 29s, 2940s, and Mark ran that. I knew when I ran the 2940 and was first on the board, I was like, there's a lot more out there. And Mark ran a 27, and then a couple other guys started going faster, and the track cooled down quite a bit. The temperature cooled down quite a bit for qualifying. There's just a lot of grip in that tire, so hopefully it. I think it's a good change. Hopefully it'll open the racetrack up a little bit for Sunday and allow us to run a little bit harder around each other where we haven't. Last few times we've been racing here, the track and tire was so slick we couldn't get near each other because we lose so much aero. It just compounded the problem. And hopefully with a little more mechanical grip that the tire's going to give us, we'll have a little bit better race here. But the car was pretty comfortable, and I think that has a lot to do with the tire being as grippy as it was and the temperature. So it was on edge, but not quite as on edge as you'll probably have at some of these other tracks like the pole winner at Bristol or something like that.
Go ahead, Nate.
Nate Ryan, USA Today. Dale, when it's your first pole in almost 2 years, and when you got out of the car, your excitement, enthusiasm was evident to those of us who watched it. But it seems like maybe a little bit more subdued now. Is that intentional? I mean, do you have to maybe sort of temper your enthusiasm or expectations a little bit after the year you had? And even though it's great to be back on top, you're kind of maybe playing it cool a little bit. Yeah,
that's it. I mean, it's just it's good to be on the pole, and I'm real proud of it. I'm proud of this racetrack and its history, and just getting a pole anywhere really for our team's good. But we're just so hungry to do much better on Sunday. And we qualified well at Vegas, and we were pretty happy to be able to put ourselves in the middle of the company we were around up there in the top 10, and to be able to do what we did tonight means a lot to us. But we're just we're starving for a good finish and something like this to happen on Sunday for us, and that's really all we can think about.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Jeff Hood of RacingToday.com. Dale, this track for some reason on pit road during yellow flag stops, the cars kind of get jumbled and we see some fenders get knocked off. How important is it here to have that number one pit stall?
Well, hopefully Lance will pick it, but he's been known to pick some pretty strange pit stalls, but we have a lot of fun with that. But Jimmy Elledge picks right beside us every week, and I thought it was because we were friends, but I think it's actually because I got the easiest pit board sign to see. But I don't know what Jimmy's going to do this weekend. If we pick number one, he's going to have to pit off down there in turn one somewhere. But the pit stalls are really tight, and I remember a lot of times having trouble getting in and out of your stall here. So hopefully we do pick a good stall that gives us a lot of room and gives us an added advantage, because it does become very challenging to get in and out of your stall at this racetrack. It's such a big racetrack, and rarely do we really get a whole lot of cars a lap down, and we have enough cautions that really keep a lot of the fields on the lead laps. So pit road's pretty busy when the cautions come out. So hopefully we get a good stall, gives us a little bit more breathing room.
Any other questions for Dale? Okay, Dale, thanks a lot, and a lot of luck on Sunday. Thank you. Thanks, bud. My man, take care.